In a district of central Istanbul called Fatih, there's another world of quiet cafes on tree-shaded streets. Here, young people aren't demonstrating. The smoke comes from nargile, not burning cars. Taha Ün and Merve Uruç are part of the other half of Turkey. They dismiss the protesters in nearby Taksim Square as the last gasp of a selfish elite.
Varlığını sürdürmek isteyen bir kitle var.
Those who do not want to lose their last privileges rushed into Taksim Square. They are screaming and shouting and insulting ordinary people. They have to learn to respect the people of this country. There is no reason to take them seriously.
Both these young Turks are incredulous that after Turkey, almost alone in the region, achieved a stable democracy, their fellow citizens are fomenting civil unrest.
There's a very thin line between anarchy and democracy. We have to believe in the voting system. They could have raised objections in a different way. They could call for new elections if their real aim is democracy.
Over 10 years, the religiously conservative Erdogan government brought prosperity and confidence to Turkey. The last election gave the AK Party 50% of the vote. People, the government says, who do not back the protests.
51% of the people want to stay away from the violence. If they supported violence, they would gather in the streets. But they don't want to be provoked. They're staying calm for the sake of the national interest.
And on Istanbul's quieter streets, there's real concern over the damage the protests of a few thousands is doing to Turkey's image.
People are getting the wrong idea. There is a perception in the West that Turks are barbarians. And the foreign media is deliberately choosing its pictures to reinforce this image.
Almost everyone agrees Istanbul's police were heavy-handed on day one, but that's where sympathy for and understanding of the protesters ends. Notwithstanding its economic development and urban modernity, Turkey remains a deeply polarized country. The AK Party and its charismatic Prime Minister have been spectacularly successful at talking to one half. They've not been quite so good at making the rest feel included. Now the majority of non-protesting Turks are watching trouble bubbling away in their city centres and hoping it will end soon. Anita, McNaught, Al Jazeera, Istanbul.